Hi everyone, I've just been from my run. It wasn't really a run, it was just run and walk. Keeping fit. I've just been to the gym, the outside gym. Gosh, I think I've got a few little spots. Don't have those. Anyway, well done Tottenham. I know it was a friendly with Chelsea and Arsenal, and well done for winning the Mind. What do they call it? The Mind, not league. It's the derby. Yeah, well done for that. Lots of people with different views of why Tottenham won, that Chelsea didn't have their best men out. I mean, it's a friendly. So, well done, Heung-min Son. Great Chelsea game. I couldn't actually watch it. I had to actually just listen to the updates. I thought I could watch it on TV, but it's just one of those games you play. The other thing is, Tottenham has a game this weekend, the proper game with Man City, and I don't know how that's going to work out with Harry Kane. The tool man says, so Harry Kane obviously wants to leave Tottenham. Everyone's saying he should just hand in his transfer request. Don't know what's happening there. People with different views saying that he's just creating a little bit of drama just to get the attention on what's going on, so he can then leave and go to Man City. Tottenham obviously have made a gentleman's agreement with him probably last year to say you stay on one more year, and if it all goes well. I mean, I still to this day think that the way Aston Villa handled Grealish going was great. Very intelligent and very clever, and it was just great. It was just very, very intelligent and professional way of dealing with Grealish going to Man City. I don't know what's happened with Tottenham. I don't know why Harry Kane. The other thing is he's in a what's it called? He's in one of those hotels in Tottenham. It's like they've just, as part of a punishment for not showing up, they've just put him in this hotel in Tottenham, not the Grove, because the Grove is in Watford. That's a beautiful place, but they've put him in one of those little hotels. I can't remember what that's called. They just might as well have just given him, I wouldn't be surprised if they just gave him £25 to spend a day. They put him there for him to train by himself. It's all very suspicious. Harry Kane at the Travelodge, that's it. They put him there to train by himself. He's probably in isolation. The Travelodge, though, in Tottenham, not putting Tottenham down, but it's like he's just in a B&B somewhere on the high street, the way they talk about it. Oh, he's just in a Travelodge in Tottenham. Put him in a Travelodge in Tottenham and give him £25 per day so he can just get chips and a bag of lard, and a pint of gravy or something, and just give him that to eat, or just something, as part of his punishment, because he's fine. It's not really any chip off his wallet, is it? But if he wants to go to Manchester City, something's happened within that contract where Tottenham is not letting him go so easily. Because for Harry Kane to really want to go to Manchester City the way he really wants to go to Manchester City, I really do believe there was a gentleman's agreement. But then again, why didn't he just get solicitors to say, okay, if you really want to go to Manchester City, couldn't one of his advisors just say, if you really want to go to Manchester City, you really ought to sort of look at this legally and not just... It's almost like, because he grew up in Tottenham, mainly playing for Tottenham, he just believes them. Anybody would. You've been there since you was a kid. You've been there for a long time. You believe that, whatever they say, a gentleman's agreement, that sort of thing, it's probably not his fault. He probably thought, well, there is a gentleman's agreement. You told me last year, that I could go to Man City. So as a professional footballer, I don't know. I think because he's been at the club for so long, he just thought, well, it's a gentleman's agreement. I mean, what about a loan? They could have just loaned him to Man City, but maybe, well, not maybe, he definitely wants trophies, and Grealish is gone with a skip to Man City. Grealish is gone with a skip to Man City, and and most people seem happy about that. It was just done really well. I don't know what's happening. I really, really, really don't know what's happening I don't think anyone does. And I really think that Harry Kane should just come out. The thing is, I was going to say, unless he's in some legal bind where he can't say anything. But then if his brother is his manager, what's going on? I'm not saying family members can't be a good manager, but it's almost like his brother's like, well, say this, say that, just say this, say that. I don't know what his brother is like as a manager, but it's like, it's upsetting everybody. So I do think that Harry Kane will come back to Tottenham. I really do think that Harry Kane will come back to Tottenham. He's just one of those homebodies. He seems like one of those guys, those workers that just like the familiarity of where they work, where they grew up, and he wants a bit of some trophies, and then he's like one of them. He's not like certain footballers, this guy's kind of like a homebody, this Harry Kane, and he does want to leave and go to Man City, but he has the intention of, I think, of coming back to Tottenham. I don't know what his brother's advising him at all. I only just jumped on the phone, online, just to, talk about Harry Kane going to Man City. Harry Kane in a Travelodge in Tottenham. Makes it seem like he's just in some Travelodge B&B, one of those cheap B&Bs, like really cheap. He's probably sitting at the breakfast table waiting for his breakfast, and some woman comes along with a fag in her mouth going, oh, do you want eggs with, or something, I don't know. He probably likes that because it's, his upbringing was in Chingford area. So, I don't know what I'm saying, it's just at the end of the day, I don't know what's going to happen next Sunday when Tottenham plays Man City. According to Nuno, Harry Kane will be playing against non-City, never know, against Man City. He's training to play against Man City, but how's that going to work? Because that's going to be his teammates very soon. Unless something happens where Harry Kane has to stay with Tottenham. But then again, of all the talk, how is that going to work? Is he going to sabotage the game? Are they going to leave him out of the Man City game? They might do, because it will just be really, really odd. Man City really wants to buy Harry Kane, and there's Harry Kane playing footy against Man City at the last minute. No, I think, I don't know how that's going to work, and I think Nuno is a good manager. I do. I think he does take into consideration all the staff, and he's very comes across quite conscientious, and I think Nuno probably is speaking to Harry Kane, but it's the those in charge above is probably making it really difficult. I think Nuno, well, not I think I know, well, anybody would know or feel that Nuno wants Harry Kane to stay. So does Levy, but it's just, the deal just seems so tit for tat with the transfer money. Is Man City really going to pay 100 plus more than Grealish for Harry Kane to go to Man City? I don't know. But we'll see. All sorts of things. going on in that Tottenham game. I would love to be at that game. But this whole thing with COVID passports, I just had my COVID test and it was negative. You know, so I try and have them regularly. But this COVID passports thing, how are they going to have a COVID passport? What about the women's football? They're already struggling to get people to really fill the stadiums for women's football. And now they want to introduce this COVID passports. I think people will struggle to, you know, I think the women's football will, it's not my cup of tea, so I don't know, you know, anyway, why I'm, you know, it's just a thought. It's just a thought. Anyway, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Thank you.